it's Teresa, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be announcing my March TBR, and yes, I know, I'm doing a TBR. What is happening? Basically, there is a readathon going on for all of March called the March Mystery Madness, and I really want to participate because right now I'm in a really big like crime, mystery, thriller mood, and I thought it was the perfect time to just do a readathon. I will link the March Mystery Madness Twitter and the Goodreads group in the description below if you want to check out all the details, if you want to participate, and let's get into my TBR. So there are 6 challenges slash keywords that you can use to kind of pick the books that you want to read, and the first one is shelf. So you can interpret that however you want, but for me, I'm going with a book that has been on my shelf for a long time and has even made it into my project TBR for 2018, and that is The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith. I've been meaning to read that book for so long now, and it's just the perfect time now, I think, to finally pick it up. Especially since I need to read it this year anyway. The next word is borrowed, and this is a little bit difficult for me because I never really go to the library because they don't have that many English books, and I don't really borrow books from other people because again they don't have too many English books. So I'm interpreting this a little bit differently. For this challenge, I will be reading a book I just bought called Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. The reason I'm putting this under the borrowed category is because I have read this book before as a kid in German when I borrowed it from my mom. So I think it counts. You don't have to think it counts, that's okay, but it does for me because it's really the only way that I will make and complete this challenge. Next is new, and I could also read Murder on the Orient Express for that, but I won't. Instead, I'll be picking up one of my most recent purchases, which is The Dry by Jane Harper. I'm actually already reading it, as you can see. I'm like 70 pages in so far. It's pretty good, and I think it's gonna be a quick read, so I'm excited. This book is set in Australia and follows a policeman. He works in like the financial division actually, but he returns to his hometown when his former like high school best friend is killed. Actually, he and his entire family is killed, and people are actually convinced that this policeman's best friend murdered his own family. So he kind of accidentally gets drawn into the whole situation out of like obligation, whatever. And he starts to have some doubts as to whether that the assumption of the majority of the public is accurate. So I'm really enjoying it so far, and I hope it's gonna be a good book. There's been some moments of like, already in the first 70 pages, so I'm here for it. Next is historical, and for this I'm gonna be reading Miss Fryne Fisher Investigates by, is it Carrie Greenwood or something like that? I've again owned this book for a while now, and I've been meaning to pick it up. I think it's set in like the 1920s or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm really excited. Alternatively, I could also be reading The Strings of Murder, but I'll just see whichever one kind of appeals to me more at the time. The second to last cue is foreign, and for this I'm going all out, and I will be reading this Detective Conan manga, and as you can see, it is in freaking Japanese and it's really big. I have tried to find this on Goodreads and I cannot find it there. I don't know if there's an option to add books that you can't find, but if not, then I'm gonna have to have like a placeholder because yeah, I want this on my Goodreads challenge if I finish it. This is, I think the translation is like the worst Conan Edogawa's disappearance, and like the worst 2 days in history or something. That's what this is called. I think that this is actually a Conan movie and in like manga form, and this one, unlike the normal manga, is actually in color, which I think is really cool. And I've had a little bit of a flip through, so there's not super much text. Like, I've read mangas, Conan mangas, with much more text, so I think it should be doable. if I put my Chinese studies on hold, which will not be ideal, but I mean, whatever. I want to read it. And this was actually a gift to me by one of my good Japanese friends, whom I told that I was really sad I couldn't get Japanese contents in Germany, and not in Germany, in Austria, and he kindly sent me one for Christmas. It's the best. He's the best. Thank you, Tsuyoshi. Arigatou gozaimasu. I'm so happy. I love it. And I'm gonna be reading it this month. And finally, the last cue word is opposite. And for this, I again have kind of two options that I'm just gonna choose whichever one I feel more like reading. And one is Still Life by Lewis Penny. The reason I'm choosing this for opposite is because it's kind of like a cozy mystery that is something I don't typically read. It's pretty much my mom's favorite genre and the only genre she will read, but I am not that big into like cozy small town murder mysteries with lots of like fluff. I'm not sure if there's fluff in this book, but I'm just saying, like, that's not really what I tend to go for, so that's one I could use for opposite. Or I could also be reading The Girl in 6E by A.R. Torre, which is, I think, an erotic thriller. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure you've heard of the book before. It's been everywhere. So yeah, those are my options for the murder mystery in March readathon. That's not what the thing is called. March Mystery Madness. There we go. Readathon in March. Duh. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you're going to be participating and if you already have a TBR or if you're still just like cobbling one together. I mean, March is long and 6 books are not that much to read, so you don't have to start with the first, I think. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you very soon with another. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel for new videos every Tuesday and Friday. And I will see you then. Have a lovely week. Bye!